In the quiet town of Ashford, Massachusetts, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, the Carter boarding house stood for decades as a warm and welcoming home for travelers. But in the winter of 1987, a chilling mystery unfolded within its walls, one that would leave the town haunted by whispers of the unknown. Evelyn Carter, a 53-year-old widow, had run the boarding house alone since her husband's passing. Known for her kindness and strict house rules, she was respected in the community. Locals often saw her sitting by the window with a cup of tea, watching over her guests. But on the morning of February 14th, Evelyn was found brutally murdered in her own home. Her body was discovered by a tenant, Mr. James Holloway, who had grown concerned when she didn't serve breakfast as usual. She was lying in the parlor, eyes wide open in terror, her throat slit with precise brutality. The room showed no signs of forced entry, suggesting Evelyn had known her killer. Detective Richard Hayes arrived at the scene, puzzled by the lack of struggle. A single muddy footprint was found near the door, leading outside to the snow-covered ground, but the trail ended abruptly. Strangely, all doors and windows had been locked from the inside. 3 tenants had been staying at the boarding house that night. James Holloway, a traveling salesman who had checked in a week prior. Martha Greaves, a retired school teacher who had lived there for months. And Lester Quinn, a drifter who had arrived just 2 days before Evelyn's murder. Each had an alibi. James claimed he had been asleep. Martha said she had been reading, and Lester insisted he had stepped out for a smoke. But none could explain the locked doors or the vanishing footprints. As the investigation deepened, eerie rumors surfaced. Other lodgers spoke of an unknown guest, someone Evelyn had allegedly rented a room 2 days before her death. However, no records of this guest existed. The attic room, which she had recently cleaned out, had a single chair facing a window, as if someone had been watching. A breakthrough came when an old journal was found in Evelyn's room. Her last entry read, "The man in the attic is watching me. I hear footsteps when no one is there. I am afraid." Police re-examined the attic and found a hidden compartment beneath the floorboards. Inside were a razor-sharp hunting knife and a bundle of letters signed only as E. The letters revealed an obsession. Someone had been watching Evelyn for years. Further investigation revealed that Evelyn had a son, Edward Carter, whom she had given up for adoption as a baby. Disturbed and resentful, he had found his way back into her life, hiding in the attic, watching her, waiting. DNA analysis confirmed that the footprint matched his shoe size, but Edward had vanished into the night, leaving behind only his letters and his mother's blood on his hands. The case of Evelyn Carter remains one of Ashford's most terrifying unsolved crimes. To this day, no one knows where Edward Carter disappeared to, but every so often a chilling rumor spreads that the attic light of the Carter boarding house flickers on at night, as if someone still watches from above. Was Edward Carter ever caught, or did he simply fade into the shadows? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more chilling true crime cases. Until next time, stay safe and always check your attic.